Tell me this. If I could give you a gun now, would you like to go over and shoot those blacks over there?
Definitely, yes.
And before Americans think of letting these people be comfortable in your country, I need y'all to remember, most especially Black Americans, I need you to watch this video as a reminder. This is how they came to South Africa. This is how they took over South Africa. Even after them owning 74% of all the land in South Africa, they are still being rescued because 3 of them died.
So this is Owendale,
This is Owendale.
a community that you and your husband founded?
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's special about it?
Special about it is the fact that we are only white people staying in the town.
Yeah.
Only white people are allowed to buy in the town.
But I saw a black gentleman on his way out just now.
That's right, they're working for us, but they're not allowed to stay in the town.
You see these couple of blacks sitting here now?
Yeah.
Would you like to shoot them?
Another times, yes.
So this is where you actually crossed the street, was it?
Yeah, this is where I crossed the street, yes.
Were you shooting at this time?
No, not at this stage. How are you? I'm a footman.
Where's this chap?
Yeah.
Who is he?
No, I don't know him. He's a fan. I'm Kennis, he's buitendag.
What's he saying? Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Do you speak any English?
Yes, I can speak English.
What were you telling him?
Italian, congratulations. You did what nobody has got the guts to do.
He did the right thing.
Yeah, I think so.
When I come here, I find a white woman sitting in a car and her 2 children.
Yes.
So I see a black man here. He was standing here, so I pulled him away and I shot him here.
So you pulled him away from the car to shoot in this direction?
Yeah, in this direction so that I don't hurt the whites that were sitting in the car.
What would you have done if you'd actually shot a white?
It would be a disaster thing.
By this stage, Stridham had shot 5 victims in the square. He went on to claim another 6 while walking down the street. Men, women, council workers, flower sellers. To him, it mattered not, so long as they were black. Were you feeling good?
Yes, I was feeling very good, yes.
Would you like to do it again?
Not in a normal situation, but always yes.
Tell me this. If I could give you a gun now, would you like to go over and shoot those blacks over there?
Definitely yes.
While Baron Stridham now walks free, Upa Mabina will never walk again. He's one of 15 survivors of Stridham's rampage. He's 44 and the father of 2 boys.
You be the judge of that. That man stood there and they asked him, if we give you right now, would you go and them? Happily, he said yes. He just goes on a rampage of pew-pewing blacks without them doing anything because they're in the way. That's how they came. That's how they came to South Africa. That's how they came to Africa. And as you can tell, these are videos of a long time ago. It was not times of social media. What do you think they did more than what we read about or hear or what we can see now? And if such videos can reappear in 2025, what do you think we would see? Recently, I did a video about gingers are black, and there's a black lady who said, black people were so quick to forgive.
It's time to spill the tea on Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and this fiasco involving South African immigrants. A lot of people don't know all the little history and moving pieces, and I'm going to try to tell you the story in 2 minutes. At the end of World War II, when the Mustache Man, as they call him here, was defeated, many people who loved that ideology and believed in racial supremacy and had a lot of pseudo-scientific theories about a master race, they found a home in South Africa. There are streets named after German military leaders, and up till very recently, the Mustache Man's birthday was celebrated and people would commonly give the salute. That was the place where Elon Musk was raised, and many of Elon Musk's friends who came over here and are very prominent leaders in the tech world, including Peter Thiel. Now, what happens is when all these white supremacists moved to South Africa, they took away citizenship from the black people of South Africa, the indigenous people, and they moved them into little ghettos called Bantustans. And they tried to pretend that they had little independent societies there in these overcrowded, under-resourced ghettos. And it took years, but in the 80s, a revolution happened and the apartheid system was finally overthrown. Now, at that time, Elon Musk's family left because what had made them rich with their emerald diamond mines and cheap labor and racially structured society had been taken apart. So they left. Now, even after this revolution happened, over 70% of the wealth, as you could imagine, still resided with the white colonizers who owned just about all of the land. So having a reform to make things equal for everyone would be a complicated judicial process, but it systematically took place and is still happening to this day. You could imagine how difficult it would be to unravel that terrible system and to create something fair for everyone. Now, one of the laws in South Africa is any international investment, any big company that goes to work there, they have to be sure that 30% of the company has equity in people of South Africa, black people, marginalized people, and there are several ways they could do that. But Elon Musk and Starlink didn't like that rule, and they resisted. In other words, if Starlink was to open a business in South Africa and have offices, they would have to have at least 30% of the company black South Africans. Instead of complying with that, like Microsoft and every other big tech firm, Elon Musk started to use X to put out these crazy claims of a white genocide, things that the United Nations and every other serious human rights group said is a damaging lie perpetrated by the extreme right. In reality, there's a lot of crime in South Africa, but it affects everyone in every race proportionally and is not instigated by the government over racial animosity. But Elon Musk and Donald Trump are sending that message to the world. All propaganda requires a victim. And if you want to build a system of white supremacy here in the United States or in South Africa, you need a victim.